Hi there, my name is Ira Weinstein, and I'm a senior analyst and partner at Wainhouse Research. Welcome to the Wainhouse Research Analyst Corner. Today, we are presenting the highlights of a recently released white paper sponsored by GlowPoint, a global video conferencing managed service provider. This study focuses on the question of whether hosted video conferencing services are adequate to meet the needs of the typical enterprise. The global business environment is changing at a rapid pace. To compete effectively, companies need to do more than ever before at a faster pace and with higher quality. And all of this needs to happen 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on a global basis, while simultaneously decreasing costs. This has driven the increased need for collaboration tools such as video conferencing. Now, in the past, the typical video conferencing environment suffered from what we call the video conferencing cycle of failure. Basically, due to high cost and limited automation, video deployments were relatively small and usage was therefore limited. This limited usage resulted in a limited ROI from these investments and a lack of interest in additional investing. But things have changed dramatically in the last few years. Today, organizations are struggling to address the need of next-generation workers. These workers expect to work anywhere, at any time, and on any device. And as shown in the chart, in the past, a typical global video conferencing deployment included a few dozen group video systems. But today, those video deployments are likely to include thousands of personal video systems. Now, these numbers may sound far-fetched, but we should consider that there are more than 40 million video-ready users of Lync around the world today. In addition, more than 2.5 billion, that's billion, video-capable mobile devices shipped in 2013 alone. The need to support such a large-scale video conferencing environment has overwhelmed the capabilities of many enterprise support teams. This has driven the need for video conferencing services. Today, we will focus on two key offerings: hosted video services and managed video services. Hosted services include services and applications that are typically provided via the internet. Commonly used hosted video conferencing services include hosted video bridging and hosted video calling services. Managed services include a range of support services with an entirely different goal. This goal is to ensure the success of the customer's video conferencing environment. Managed video conferencing service customers have chosen to outsource all or part of the management and technology burden of their video environment to a service provider. This chart highlights the difference between a typical hosted video service and a typical managed video service. As shown, the managed video service provides a wider range of services, but more importantly, it provides a degree of accountability for the success of the overall environment. Note that most managed video service offerings also include hosted video bridging services and video calling services. It's often difficult for enterprises to determine which kinds of video services they require. To answer this question, enterprises should ask three key questions. First, do you want to manage video yourself? Or do you have or are you willing to hire the people necessary? Second, do you have adequate network capacity to reach the external video provider? And third, do you have or are you willing to purchase the necessary video conferencing infrastructure equipment? With these answers in hand, organizations can make strategic decisions about how to leverage outsourced video services. Based on our experience, we found that outsourcing at least a part of the video conferencing burden makes good sense for most companies. GlowPoint, the sponsor of this study, has more than 15 years of experience managing video conferencing. The company's offering includes both hosted and managed video conferencing services. Specific services include a video savvy help desk, hosted video bridging, device monitoring and management, and B2B video calling. For more information, please visit glowpoint.com. A few closing thoughts. The demand for video conferencing is exploding, and the size of the typical video conferencing deployment is growing exponentially. The result is an increased need for video conferencing services. Organizations have numerous options here, including hosted video services and managed video services. Finally, organizations looking to outsource some or all of their video environment should choose their service providers carefully, as it's often difficult to shift between providers. Thank you very much and have a great day.